Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon. Because keep in mind, that word was came about here in the Americas, calling our people again, and I used to honestly think that the word again came from that's what was taught, but it never sat right with me. It never sat right with me that the word again came from again. I'm like, that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. That they just not that clever to come up with something like that. They people just not that clever like that. Or again means out in Spanish. And then that took off. Then people were talking about the word Naga, right? The word Naga, the Naga people, right? And I was like, yeah, that could be plausible. See, because whenever it comes to things like history, I'll just be honest. If I learn some info about history, that makes sense, I'm gonna go with it. That makes sense. That's something that makes sense. It makes sense. I know I'm a receiver of future vision and the understanding of things in the present and the receiver of the future. But when it comes to the past, I rely on info. Info that makes sense. So this is why I want to shout out Enron Zenzetta, and her bringing to the forefront the history, behind the word, again, and how it got attached to so-called. Also shout out Jane Calloway, who she uses is cited as a source as well. Like I said, I definitely acknowledge giving credit where credit is due. I'm never going to take credit and be like, oh yeah, I found so it's the knowledge is with the break. Now, I let it be known where stuff comes from, because that is the highest compliment, to give people credit where credit is due. And Sister Enra Benzetta made the most sense about this word again, and really came from, which made all the sense in the world. For the complete broadcast, you're gonna have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the American Republic. And subscribe to High and Mighty Talks on YouTube with Nuben Minkari. And also subscribe to Ethnic American channel.